Okay, you can see what's happened here is after I've submitted my day's calendar event options, I've been faced with a random event. And in this event, I'm in the common room, and all of a sudden two students start fighting, and I'm not paying them any attention until I realize that they're actually getting swords down. They're going to engage in a physical duel. So at this point, I decide perhaps I want to get involved. Now, if you see here at the bottom, I have choices. I can either get out of there, I can use dual conduct and give them a little fight of my own. I can use persuasion to break them up, or note here the scroll options. I can also use my awareness and try to figure out what exactly their little fight is about, and maybe I can solve it that way. You'll see here that whenever applicable, your choices are going to be linked to a skill, and that skill will be mentioned right up front. So here, dual conduct skill, persuasion skill, awareness skill. You'll also notice that these options are two different colors. Green means that you are going to succeed no matter what. You cannot fail this option. Red is a higher chance of failure. Now, you don't see any purple events here, which means there's no chance for success. So it means that there is a slight possibility. But, I'm new, I don't have many skills, so it's not too likely that I'm going to be able to succeed here. Now, it might be tempting to pick the green option, to just bail from the event entirely. And there's usually going to be, for random events, an option that lets you just walk away. So in this instance, I would get out of there, I wouldn't involve myself at all. However, that choice is going to have a small negative and a small positive related to it. So there's really no major reason to just bail from everything, because something bad will happen to you. Now, something worse may happen to you for dual conduct or persuasion or awareness, but you also have a chance for greater success. Plus, failure at a skill will open that skill up to you as an option for training, and you can then build up your skill set there. Now, in this instance, I like the idea of persuasion. So I'm going to go ahead and click on persuasion, and then I'm going to click here under validate orders to proceed. And we'll see what happens. So you can see I step between the cool combatants, try and cool their head, and instead of smacking them with the sword, they hit me with an ice spell. So now I'm just frozen, and they go elsewhere to take care of things. Honors Plafox comes to my rescue, but things really didn't go very well for me, which is more or less what I expected. So if I validate orders again, I can continue away from this event. And now we actually enter into the tutorial section. So when you start up the game, you may hit a random event, as I did, but you will for sure be introduced to the introductory adventure. In this one, Onsung, who is going to be your mentor, will walk you through the game and some of the intros to the school and how you can play. In this instance, I'm going to decline so we can move along with the tutorial, but I recommend you listen along with this, and On has some excellent advice for you. I'm going to validate orders again. I have made On sad, so we're going to validate once more. And now we're back to see the results of my day. So in the morning, I used Explore, and I have succeeded. I discovered the Glamour Classroom, and I can click on that to read about what I've discovered over here. You can see we have some beautiful location art. I can scroll down. I can see I also, when I explored the grounds, I discovered the rim ball field, which is one of the sports here at Academagia. I did not succeed at using gossip, however, so that means I did not gain any relationship points with Aveline or Honors. I can scroll down and see some more matters of concern. My parent approval is at 0. And I can see that some of my classmates used the compete skill, which enables them to gain more merit points for our college, so that's great. Since I did not do very well in my random event, my vitality went down by 1, so I've lost essentially a hit point. You can see down here also I used stress when I tried my gossip, and that didn't succeed, but I still gained the stress point. However, even though something bad happened to me during that event, you'll see that since Honors came to my rescue, we're a little bit better friends now. Now, if we scroll down too, you can see the college merit listing. Vernon has got off to a great start. Their students are clearly competing for their glory. So now that I'm done here, I can go ahead and click this clock again, and it will return me to the calendar screen. So now I can pick some of my next actions, or I can click history and go back and see what happened on previous days, just in case I want to use that to sort of augment my future choices. Now, above the calendar, we have 3 other options here. So again, if you're in a different area, you can always click on calendar to get back here to the calendar. You can click on control which will get you to the control screen. Now, right now I'm not controlling anyone. Now, there are two traditions of magic that are illegal in the world of Illumia. The first is Gates, which is devoted to teleportation and monster summoning. The second is Mastery, which allows a wizard to assume total control over another wizard. There are also some near mastery effects, which you can use with using blackmail or if you're particularly good at flirtation. So typically, if you were controlling someone, you'd see those options here. But right now, we're not controlling anyone, and it's not terribly likely that you will run across control in the course of your adventures. It's fairly difficult to get to. And lastly, we have your inventory. So here I can see items that are in my inventory. These are the pages of that letter that I had, and I can come back here and review them if I want to get some more information. If I had any other items in my inventory, they would be listed here as well, and I could scroll through if I wanted to see the options there. Now, let's go back to calendar. And now we're actually going to bring this tutorial to a close. And I just want to make one last note for you. On Monday, I'm going to go ahead and attend my classes. But for the afternoon, I'm going to click on Rest. Now, you can see here we have all of these skills, and there are descriptions up here. So I recommend that you read carefully through those descriptions, or this is another spot where I'm going to refer you back to the manual. If you review the manual so you can get a better view of what those options are to you, because they're going to be important and they're going to really inform much of your gameplay in Academagia. So with that, I leave you to a year of adventure in a school of magic. Thank you for playing Academagia.